Our first guest tonight is an Emmy and Tony Award-winning actor you know from movies like The Birdcage and The Lion King, as well as shows like The Gilded Age and Only Murders in the Building. He's currently starring in Pictures from Home on Broadway at Studio 54, and you can see him in Beau is Afraid, which is in theaters now. Let's take a look.
What this is a room is.
This is a room in our house, but it's your home for as long as you need. My name's Grace. Oh, this is Roger. This is my husband.
Hey, Kai. Welcome back. Thought you'd sleep in, huh?
Roger's a very respected surgeon. He's the one who dressed and treated your wounds.
You're a lucky man.
What is this?
That's my little assistant health monitor. Keeps track of your condition.
Please welcome back to the show our good friend Nathan Lane, everybody. Look at how fit you are.
Oh, jogging over here, I saw Tucker Carlson in a bar chugging Bud Light. He's upset.
Oh, no.
He is so
He is upset.
Oh, Seth.
It breaks your heart, doesn't it?
You know, I see you backstage.
Yeah.
I thought we were doing a podcast, but then it hit me. You know, this is just your everyday is casual Friday look.
Yeah.
And I have to admit that it has inspired me. I mean, look at you. You are a Rhapsody in J. Crew. I love that you brought normcore fashion to late night, and with this look, you have totally embraced the role of America's late night zaddy.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you so much.
You know, I used to dress like I was interviewing with the CEO of a tech startup, but then you showed me the way. You showed me that I was just trying too hard and it was time to finally give up and embrace the joy of the tracksuit.
Yeah.
I love tracksuit.
It's lovely.
Tracksuit, it's fashion's way of saying I have no more to give. Right? You know, now I can look athletic and I don't have to do a damn thing. I always look like I'm about to go for a run, but something more important came up. You know, the last time, I was supposed to be here a while ago.
Yeah, but I had COVID. We had to
now do you believe it's real? And the time before that, it was the height of the pandemic. There was no audience. It was like sailing on a ghost ship. Just me desperately trying to make you and 3 cameramen laugh.
Yeah.
So, but here we are.
And here we are with a really, really nice audience
Really
tonight.
nice.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah. I know. We're reunited showbiz brothers like Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey.
Yes.
The greatest Maury Povich episode that never was. Yes.
I want to compliment you on something, which
Yes.
is since the last time I saw you, you won an Emmy, sir, for
Yes.
your work in the wonderful show Only Murders in the Building, which
Yes.
just a tremendous cast and one of the best things in the world, which is a television show that got made in New York City.
I know. And with Marty Short and Steve Martin and Selena Gomez.
Yeah,
I know. Yes, it was my 7th nomination. It was nice to finally win, although it was a silent episode. So all these years, the Academy was just waiting for me to shut up.
You, this is the final week of a show.
That's right.
You've done a lot of, obviously...
Beautiful play.
And you've done many over the years. How are you with endings? Do you get a little bittersweet when you wrap up a show like this?
Well, this one in particular, I have loved doing this play. It's a beautiful play by Char White, directed by Bart Scher, and starring the wonderful Danny Burstein and Zoe Wanamaker. And this is our last week. So if you're in town, come to Studio 54 Theater. And really, because I've been thinking this is probably my theatrical swan song, my last Broadway show.
Now, that's
Well,
problematic.
Well, you see, Seth, things have gotten crazy on the Broadway now. I'm sure you've read about it. Audiences are out of control. People are pooping in the audience.
No.
They're heckling the actors. There's fist fights, dog fights, deliveries from DoorDash.
No, mid-show. DoorDash will show up mid-show.
Beer pong. People are having sex, not even waiting until intermission. It's a nightmare.
That's very hard. As an actor, that's very hard.
Well, the pooping is the worst.
Yeah.
And because it's happening with alarming frequency on any given night in a Broadway theater, the 11 o'clock number is 2. No, if you're gonna crap in the aisle, save it for a Southwest flight. Anyway, I was reminded of our conversation, and I think I may have one more show.
Okay, I'm so glad you said that, because we have talked about, we have this collaboration in the works.
Cicada Saccata.
Cicada Saccata.
Just say it.
Just say it. I mean, the audience wants to hear. Cicada Saccata is a show, and we might be closer to getting it on its feet. Do you want to remind people of the plot as you remember it?
Yes, the basic plot line is our dear friend Christine Baranski would play a cicada who comes to New York not realizing she only has 17 days, the lifespan of a cicada, to live her best Big Apple life. She's befriended by a very gregarious cockroach played by the great Harvey Fierstein in Times Square, and he actually resides in the glamorous apartment of a big Broadway star played by me.
There you go.
And I've come to terms with the fact that this is a version of me with a cockroach-infested apartment. I don't like it, but I've come to terms with it. And a lot of the New York Mets will be playing supporting roles. Now, I think first baseman Pete Alonso would be an inspired choice for the antagonist. Perhaps,
there you go,
Perhaps the exterminator.
Oh, very good.
And we have the tagline, Cicada Saccata, the whole town is a buzz. So
there you go.
Aside from not having a script, I think we're 90% there. Now, the big news is that I reached out to two of my oldest and dearest friends, Mark Shaman, Scott Whitman, the Tony-winning geniuses behind Hairspray and their current smash hit, Some Like It Hot, and I asked them if they would write the score, and they said, yes, they're in. So the next time I'm here, I have another movie coming out this summer. The next time I'm here, so it'll be very soon, it will be, if we work out the billing and all the deals go through, it'll be me, Christine Baranski, Harvey Fierstein, and the New York Mets in the Act 1 finale of Cicada Saccata. What I'm saying is start sewing the costumes now.
I am so excited. Your enthusiasm for this it's incredible to me.
I can't wait.
You mentioned you have a movie coming out this summer. You have this, we showed a clip of this movie, Joaquin Phoenix, the great Amy Ryan, another Only Murders in the Building alum right there.
Yes.
And this director has done some of the trippiest movies in recent years. He did Midsommar. He did the fantastic film Hereditary.
Yes.
And
this is his third film.
This is his third film. This is very cool. And I mean, sort of out there plot, would you say?
Yes. Yeah. I would say it's, look, I'll be honest, I think it's an extraordinary film, and I think he's an astonishing young director, but it's been a divisive film, and there's been a lot of chatter about the fact that it's 3 hours, and as I like to say, it's not a prostate exam, it's a unique and challenging cinematic experience, and for those who want that, there it is.
And there's less of that every year, so I embrace that.
I mean, because, a $15 ticket to see Joaquin Phoenix emote for 80 minutes would be a bargain. To see him do it for 100 minutes would be an even better deal.
Yeah.
But what if I told you, Seth, you got Joaquin Phoenix, the greatest actor of his generation, for 80 minutes and then 100 more minutes for the same low price?
That's fantastic.
And at no additional charge, you get Amy Ryan, yours truly, Parker Posey, Patti LuPone, and I'll even throw in Richard Kind.
Richard Kind?
Richard Kind and a perfect pasta pot. You'd probably say, it's too good to be true, and you'd be right, there's no pasta pot. But there is Richard Kind.
Richard Kind.
And so it's a pretty sweet deal. What are you people waiting for?
One more time for my friend Nathan Lane, everybody. Pictures from Home is on Broadway at Studio 54. Beau is Afraid is in theaters now. We'll be right back with Congresswoman Katie Porter.